what the exercises you should do, and the first exercise that you should do is wall arm crawl. This is a prevention also and also a relief for those who are suffering. Here you have to stand close to your walls, place both your palms on the wall and slowly with your fingers crawl up. Both your hands slowly crawl up, try to reach at the maximum stage, maximum level towards up on the wall, and feel that stretch in your shoulders. And again hold that stretch for say about 3 to 5 seconds, and then again slowly with your hands you crawl down. But remember one thing, while you are taking your arms up and getting that maximum stretch, your toe and heel should be on the floor. Your heel should not come up. You should not be on your toes. Both should be flat on the floor. This you should do 3 sets, that is 20 reps per set. And when you are going up, you have to hold it for that stretch for 3 to 5 seconds. Initially, those who are already suffering may not be able to take their arms up to the maximum height in the wall. So what they should do, they should first only go till the level they are comfortable with, and slowly you will see after 1 week to 1 week, or 10 days, slowly you will be able to increase that height, stretch height, your hand height on the wall. The second is arm rotation, full and half lateral arm raise. This you have to do 3 sets, 20 reps per set. First you have to do full fly, from your waist till your shoulder. Then slowly you have to decrease that height and feel that stretch in your deltoid area and your shoulder area. Then do the arm rotation, 3 sets, 10 clockwise and 10 anti-clockwise. Then we will do the overhead arm stretch, this also 3 sets, 30 seconds per set. Here you can, when you are stretching upwards, and hold it for 3 to 5 seconds, and then you can, when you are stretching upwards, then you make it toe up. That is, your heel should leave the floor, and from your toe you go up. You can raise your heel, and only the toe will be on the floor while you are stretching up. Once you are done with this overhead arm stretch, the next one or the fifth exercise that we will be doing is overhead elbow pull. So this is overhead elbow pull. Here first your left hand, put your left hand at the back of your head, and you with your right hand pull the elbow in the opposite direction and feel the stretch in your arms and your trapezoids and trapezius muscles and your shoulder muscles. First you can start with your left hand, then you can do alternatively with your right hand. This you have to do 2 sets, 20 seconds per arm per set. And all the stretches, you should try to hold it. Hold it for 20 seconds. Hold it for 20 seconds. This when you are holding it, you can feel that stretch. That is very essential. Then after this, we will do the front elbow stretch. This also 2 sets, and that is 20 seconds per arm per set. That you have to hold this stretch for 20 seconds. That you have to bring one of your arms across your chest, and with the other hand you have to stretch it, push it backwards, and get that stretch in your deltoid area or the shoulder hand arm joint area. After this, we will be doing the chin tuck. The chin tuck is a peculiar type of an exercise. This is basically for the cervical, the cervical vertebrae area. That is the backbone along with those 7 pieces of the bones you have. this is a very good exercise for getting those aligned in case there are gaps, increased gaps. This you have to do 3 sets, 10 reps per set. Here you have to stand, keep your head straight in the shoulder, in your shoulder line, and with 2 fingers, your middle and index finger, you can push your chin backwards so that you get a double chin. You get a double chin, and then push your head forward, you know, against your fingers, and then repeat. Then again push your head with your fingers. After this, we will be starting the isometric exercise. See, these isometric exercises are basically to strengthen the neck region muscles. This first you will do from the front side, where you have to hold that pressure. Push your hand, push your head with your hand, and your head should move against your hand, so that a force, a pressure is created, a resistance is created, so that the muscles gets activated, blood flow increases in the muscles. As a result, you get a relief, and relief in the muscular relief you get in your shoulder area, in your neck area, and your neck muscles becomes very strong. You have to hold this for 5 seconds, this resistance. First you will do from the front side, then both the sides, one after the other. First left side we are doing now. Next we will be doing the right side. With your with your hand, you have to push your head just above your ears, and your head should move on the opposite pressure, so that resistance is created. That resistance will create the strength in your muscles, neck muscles. Now take a small towel, hold it with both your hands and moving it behind your head, and with both your hands try to pull your head forward, and your head you should try to take it backwards, and by that resistance you will be, you know, strengthening your neck's backside muscles. All this, you know, you have to hold this pressure, all this or this resistance for about 5 seconds, 5 to 6 seconds. Now we will be doing the chair pull shoulder stretch. Here you sit on a chair, put both your hands on both sides of the chair, hold the base of the chair, and move your body the opposite side. For example, you are holding the right side of the base of the your chair seat, and move towards your left side, feeling the stretch on your shoulders and neck muscles. One after the first, left, then right, or right, then left, one after the other. This you have to do 2 sets, and this stretch you should maintain for 20 seconds per side per set. Here you should remember only the upper part above your waistline only should move. Now we will be doing the bend over cross arm stretch, or you can also say this as a trapezius trap stretch. You have to bend with your right hand, hold the area the back of your left knee, and with your left hand hold the back of your right knee, and try to move up, feeling the stretch on your trapezius or the shoulder or upper back area, the trapezius muscles area. You feel that stretch. Hold that. This also you should do 2 sets, 20 seconds per set. Now we will be doing the don'ts, that is the exercises that you should not do. See, first this, you know, this turning your head left and right, or backward or forward, this anything that where your ears deviate from the body line, that is the line of the shoulders, you should not do. You should not do anything where there is a twist and turn on your cervical column, or that backbone which is the cervical area and the neck region. See, this type of exercise you should never do, when you are, especially when you are suffering from cervical spondylosis. You know, this will aggravate the case, and you will be in such a position, you may, God forbids, you may be having a deformed posture, you know, you with a bent head, or one side you bend. You will see many people, you know, in their 30s, 40s, 50s, walking on the road, you know, in a just a bend, or they cannot straighten their neck. These are the reasons, because due to this faulty exercises. These exercises you should never do,